It's your girl, Mindy C, on a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Mindy. I am from Michigan. And if you are live with me, you will see that red live box right up there in the corner. Say hi, hello. Give me a 1 if you're live. If you're on the replay, that's okay. Just say hi, hello, I missed you, and I'll come by and say hello to you. I'm making a very, very simple chocolate pudding. And it might gross some of you out. I don't know. I've never tried this before, but we're going to do a taste test right on camera here. Hey, Lisa, how are you doing? Hey, Kathy. I am making chocolate pudding, but it's only got 6 ingredients, you guys. So super duper easy and fast. Hello, Kathy Clark. How are you doing? Hey, Mary Jo. Okay, so I'm using my NutriBullet. I'm hoping that will work. So we're going to go for it. It calls for coconut cream. I don't have coconut cream, so I'm using coconut milk. So I'm going to improvise with this. So you need some coconut cream or coconut milk in my case. And you need some baking cocoa, unsweetened baking cocoa. And you also need some vanilla, some powdered sugar replacement, some vanilla, a little bit of salt, and some avocados. Yes, you need 2 large avocados. So super duper easy. 6 ingredients. That is it. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to take chocolate pudding tonight. If you're just tuning in, we're making some avocado chocolate pudding. And this is really fast. It's supposed to be really quick, but I'll probably take forever doing it because I talk too much. So we got coconut cream and we've got unsweetened cocoa powder. That's going into the NutriBullet first. And we're going to combine the cocoa powder. Oh, well, we'll see. I hope it works. The cocoa powder and the coconut cream is going in there. And I put 1/3 cup of coconut milk. I didn't use cream, but I don't have the coconut cream. I use coconut milk. So coconut milk has 1 carb for 1/3 cup. So that's pretty good. And we're going to mix it up. So we want to blend that cocoa powder with the coconut cream or coconut milk in my case. Hey, Debbie, how are you doing from Jacksonville, Florida? Nice to see you. Hey, Rachel Downing. Nice to see you. Oh, it's all stuck in there now. Look what I did. See, this is what I get for having bright ideas. So we're just going to, okay. All right, it fell to the bottom. Okay, so we're gonna blend that together. I don't think this thing's gonna work like this, but that's okay. We'll make it work. If I have to put it in a bowl and I'll stir it with my, yeah, for God's sakes, we're not using this. I'm getting a bowl out. This thing's not gonna work for this recipe. We're going to bowl. Let me get a bowl so we can do it by a bowl. Whoa. It's going to be much easier. So easier. So put your coconut cream. We're going to make that. I'm going to pour that in there because that was the NutriBullet didn't work on that one for me. I don't know what the hell you're supposed to do. I should have just stirred it with a spoon anyways. Hey, Kathy, how are you doing? Hey, Lisa, nice to see you. I'm making super duper easy. It's supposed to be quick and fast chocolate pudding, but what's it say? Where? I don't know. Oh, it says a blender. Well, this is kind of like a blender, right? What the hell? All right, well, maybe I need to get one of those regular drink blenders, I guess. I don't know. Well, whatever. This will work. We're going to stir it with a spoon. So this is the coconut milk and the cocoa powders in here. So I'm just going to stir that up and combine that cocoa powder and cocoa milk. I'm going to, let me see. I got to scrape some more out of there. I got some stuck at the bottom there. We got to scrape all of it. So use a blender. If you're going to use something, use a blender. So the Ninja, you can see the Ninja is a fail on this recipe. So there we go. I'm putting it in a bowl because everything's soft anyways. It'll mix up really good. So there we go. Mash up that coconut cream and mix up that cocoa powder in there. We've got some vanilla, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. That's going to go into the bowl. I've got a 1/4 cup of sweetener, powdered sugar, monk fruit. So I make my own powdered sugar, so you just take the granular monk fruit or swerve and you put it into your NutriBullet, and then it turns into powdered sugar. So you just blend that up. So we're putting a 1/4 cup of monk fruit powdered sugar. If you like swerve, use swerve. If you like regular, use regular. We're gonna put a pinch of salt in there over the shoulder. And we also need the avocados. So we need the 2 avocados, and you're gonna cut these in half, and we are gonna take the pits out of them. So there we go. I've never tried this before. So avocados are really easy. You just cut them, and then you take this big old pit out of there. There we go. Get that out of there. Let me go. I gotta throw that away. Look at that big old pit. Look at that big old avocado pit. And then we're just gonna take a spoon and we're gonna spoon these avocados. So a trick to avocados, if you are buying avocados, you want to leave them out on the counter, not in the refrigerator, because if they're a little firm in the store, they won't soften up for you until they're on the counter. So if you want your avocados to be soft, put them on. I gotta find where I cut this. Now I can't see the line where I cut this. Oh, there it is. I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm having some, there we go. Having some issues with the avocados. The avocados don't want to cut tonight. I probably need a bigger knife. But that's all right. We'll make this work. There we go. Hey, Jane, how are you doing? Hey, Jackie Truesdale, what's going on? Hi, Mom. I don't know if my mom is on here, but I'm going to say hello to her. There we go. I'm just going to pull this apart because it's going to work. We're just going to pull this out. There we go. Get this big old nut thing ball out, the avocado pit. Throw that in the garbage. And then we are just going to, I got to get another spoon. There we go. Another spoon. So if you're just tuning in, I'm making a quick and easy chocolate pudding. And it's, why is that so hard? And it's made from 2 avocados. And we're just going to scoop that avocado out. It comes out real nice. There we go. Put that. Look at that. Look at that. So we'll take this. I guess I see people do this sometimes with avocados. So we'll do this so we can get them. So get that knife. But be careful you don't cut your fingers off if you're doing that. So when you're slicing the avocado. But avocado comes out real nice. It just scoops out right with a spoon. Super duper easy if you've never worked with avocados before. But some people, if they're making guacamole, they'll take the knife and they'll just slice the avocado like that. So then when they take it out, it'll be in chunks. So some people do that. I'm just doing it so it'll be easier. Because I'm going to get, I don't know what, I got to get my masher out or something. We gotta work because we were supposed to use the Ninja, but the Ninja wasn't working too well tonight with this recipe. So, super duper easy recipe though. There's 6 ingredients, but you'll have to use a regular blender, not the Ninja. But if you get the Ninja to work, let me know if you know the tricks. So there we go. Now we're just going to stir this up real good. As soon as I find I'm going to use my masher here. So I'm going to get my masher out so we can mash up those avocados. And so it's just as easy just to do it in a bowl. It's really not that hard actually to do it in the bowl. But you want to make sure that you get those avocados like really nice and smooth in there. You don't really want chunks of avocado. So you want everything to be smooth. And you know, so this might need a blender, but we're gonna make this work. That'll be fine. So you guys get the idea of it. Put everything in a blender or this bowl. And then you'll just have to stir it up really, really good to get all of that avocado. But a blender would probably work better. Hey, Rachel Pena, how are you doing? Hey, George Long, nice to see you. I'm making some chocolate avocado pudding. So I'm making chocolate pudding made from avocados. So super duper easy. You only need 6 ingredients. You need 2 avocados. You need a 1/4 cup of powdered monk fruit or powdered swerve, whatever you need, some vanilla, a little bit of salt, some cocoa powder, and that's it. And then you'll make some, and again, the blender is going to blend it in all really nice, but I'm not getting my blender out at this point. And that NutriBullet is, I don't know if we should try to do this. Let's try it. Let's try to get this in there because it's a little loose now. So we're gonna try it. I'm going to put it in there now so we can mash it up. Maybe I need the smaller cup. This is just too big. So we're just gonna put that in there because we don't want chunks. Oh, I'm getting chocolate shit all over the place. There we go. I'm getting chocolate all over my hands. There we go. Let me scrape that bowl out. We want to get all of this goodness right inside of there because we gotta taste this. You gotta see how this is. This is my first time making chocolate pudding with avocado. So we're gonna test this out, and then we're gonna put it on the Ninja because I'm getting impatient with it. I got chocolate on my wrists. Chocolate's flinging all over my kitchen. Hey Linda, how are you doing? Hey Mindy, Wendell, how are you doing? My name is Mindy from Michigan. There we go. That's good. Let me get this NutriBullet back in action. It's all sticking. All right, shake it. We're gonna shake it all down there. We need a blender, but that's okay. We wanna get this. There we go. Doesn't even mix it up. No, it doesn't even mix it up. It does not mix it up. We should have just said no to the NutriBullet. So we're gonna put it back in the bowl. So obviously you need a blender that, cause I had to try the NutriBullet twice because I thought it was gonna work the second time, but obviously not. There we go. So but you guys get the idea. So super duper easy chocolate pudding. I'm just gonna stir it up a little bit more, so I can get that avocado. Now I gotta scrape all of this. I still got a ton of it in there. That's all right. I'm wasting it. That's what I'm doing. I'm wasting it. So we'll use the spatula, and it's really quite loose. So I mean, it's easy to stir, but you know, it'd probably be easier with something that would just like, you know, get it all mashed up inside of it. But I guess you can mash up the avocados before you put it in instead of leaving it chunky. So that would work. So you can divide this recipe into 4 different servings. I'm going to get me a paper towel. Hold on a second. Got to get this chocolate off my wrist. There we go. So you can divide this into 4 different servings. So, and if you want it to thicken up a little bit, you would put it in the refrigerator, or you can eat it right after you make it. So if you have that blender, it's going to literally take you like a minute to make. It's not going to take you 15 minutes like I took to make because I have to switch appliances and go back to manual. Sometimes manual is just easier for me, just to stir it up, just get some arm work in there, get an arm workout in there going. So there we go. And the key is just to mash up those avocados really good. Mine aren't exactly 100%. There's a couple chunks in there, but that's okay. We're going to try it. We're going to try this. We're going to see what it tastes like. So here we go. If you've never had avocado, could you, yeah, I guess you could use a hand mixer. Yeah, you definitely could use a hand mixer. That would definitely work. It's okay. It tastes like, I got chunks of avocado in mine, so, but it's definitely, I can taste the pudding in it. So I would want it smoother, but yeah, definitely a hand mixer. And then you can add more sweetener. So if you taste it and it doesn't taste quite sweet enough for you, then just add some more sweetener to it. So, and you can also play around with some flavor extracts. So if you don't want to use vanilla, you could put in like orange and do like a chocolate orange pudding. So you could do a banana extract and do like a chocolate banana pudding also. So basically the avocado is for the texture, but once you put the sweetener and the cocoa powder in there, it disguises the avocado taste. But if you're like me and you got mine's nice and chunky because I didn't use the right tools, then you're gonna get a little bit of avocado taste. So avocados don't really have a taste to them really too much. So it's a very mild, healthy fat. That is your healthy fat. You want to get your healthy fats in. So definitely get your healthy fats in. Maybe, I don't know. I've never seen the little Ninja salsa maker before. So I was just looking at Walmart last night. They have, because I bought this NutriBullet all by itself. It didn't come with anything else. So it was just like that. So whatever, just that concoction, the NutriBullet, whatever. But I went to Walmart last night, and Walmart had, I was actually really impressed with Walmart. Walmart has a lot of keto-friendly items, actually a little bit more than like Meijer. So I don't often go to Walmart because Walmart's a little bit further away from my house. But I went there and I got some cheddar wraps, the cheese wraps. So I got cheddar, I got mozzarella ones to do sandwiches. I am completely all chocolatey right here. Let me get my hands all in the water first. And they had Carb Quicks. I don't know if you've heard about Carb Quicks. So I seen the Carb Quicks. My friend made it before. There it is. Oh. All right, so Carb Quick. So my friend bought this, and they have this at Walmart. So I wanted to try this, but I was just waiting until I went to Walmart. This has literally 2 grams of carbs for a 1/3 cup. So it's really low in, you can make waffles, you can make biscuits, you can make pizza, you can make all different kinds of things. So it's kind of like a bread mix, I guess. So I got that. So I was pretty impressed with Walmart last night. So Walmart had quite a few items that, you know, some other stores didn't have. I just don't shop there very often because it's a little bit further for me. We're going to put a little bit more sugar in there. Hi, Mom. I see you now. I knew you were on. I said hello earlier. I'm making some avocado chocolate pudding. That's what I'm making. So super duper easy. A couple avocados and some chocolate. I just put some more sweetener in there. We're going to sweeten it up a little bit more. Some cocoa powder, some vanilla, a little bit of salt, and that's it. I mean, you can see what it looks like. Now, mine's still a little bit chunky here, so it's like, but you can see what it looks like. So if it's got a smooth texture to it, then you would see. It's pretty good. Again, I can taste the avocados because mine are a bit chunky, but once it smooths out, this will be great. This will be great. Put it in the cupboard. Put it in the refrigerator. We'll firm it up a little bit. But we're gonna just put that in the refrigerator right now, and then maybe I'll get a hand mixer out. Hey Enrique, how are you doing? Hey Kelly, how are you? Oh, you bought some Carb Quicks too? Hey Natalie Weeks, how are you doing? I just made some something that should have took you 60 seconds, but, you know, Mindy's Famous Keto Kitchens is going to take you 15 minutes because I'm going to show you how to put the stuff in a Ninja and then take the stuff out of the Ninja and then put it in the bowl and then put it back in the Ninja again. That's how I roll in my kitchen. So there we go. So once I get this, but you got the idea of it. A couple avocados and some cocoa powder, some vanilla, some powdered sugar, your favorite powdered sugar replacement. And I didn't use coconut cream, so I don't know what coconut cream tastes like. I've got coconut milk, but it's a thicker consistency in that can. So, and I really like coconut milk, so that's my favorite. So I love coconut milk, but maybe the cream is a little bit creamier and it'll give it a little bit, so maybe I'll have to go get some cream and try it with the cream. Who knows? Who knows? But that's all I got for you. I got that quick and easy snack. I'm not a baker. Do I sometimes buy the sugar-free? Oh, hold on. Let me read this real quick. I'm just reading a comment. The sugar-free pudding, Sharon, is okay in moderation. So that's more of a dirty keto eat is that sugar-free Jell-O or the pudding from the stores, because they do have a little bit of carbs in there, but the sugar-free, like they might have a sugar replacement in it that's not shown in the label. So sometimes when you look at, let me see if I got a quick bag real quick. I probably don't. Let me see. Okay, so we'll use Lily's, for example. So Lily's, You have to read the ingredients in like knowing what types of sugar replacements there are. There's all different sugar replacements. So there's allulose, there's malulose. This one has erythritol. So this one has Lily's has erythritol in it. But sometimes those sugar-free, but those are totally fine. The sugar-free Jell-O puddings, I buy those sometimes just for a quick thing when I'm doing other things. But you just don't want to eat too many of those things. So it's okay in moderation. So it's okay if you want a snack and you have one little pudding cup. That's not going to hurt you. But you don't want to eat 3 or 4 of those in a day. So, you know, you just have to be careful with those because they do have a little bit of carbs in them, but not much. But yeah, so definitely okay. I would eat them because I eat more of a dirty keto lifestyle versus, you know, a clean. So I can have those things because we're only human. We want some of those things sometimes, you know. I just don't dabble in like the regular things, like regular candy bars and all that stuff. But we're only human. You're only human. So if you want to have a potato chip, I don't want you to have a potato chip, but if you have to have a potato chip, like don't kill yourself. Eat a potato chip and get over it and move on with your life, you know? So that's okay. That is just fine. So it just depends on what you want out of your journey, how fast you want to go. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, how successful, how fast, but it's all about consistency, you guys. It's about eating a lifestyle that you can comfortably live for a long time. So if you're on a 1,100, 1,200 calorie diet and you're sticking to grilled chicken and salads all the time, you're not going to make it for the rest of your life eating like that. So because you're going to want a piece of cake, you're going to want some potato chips, you're going to want some pasta. So it's learning to eat this way most of the time and then add in a couple little things, you know, once you get to your goal. So, you know, but you can't eat all of that stuff all the time. So you gotta have a balance. So consistency will win the game with you. So as long as you're eating and you're watching your carbs and you've got the moderate protein, if you're not a tracker, you just want to watch your carbs, you want to eat the moderate protein, and you want to make sure you're getting enough fat in your diet, and especially the healthy fats. So you just don't want to eat out on the butter and the cheese and the bacon and all of the things that I love and I would survive on every single day if I didn't slap myself in the face and say, stop eating the bacon. So what I do is I stop buying bacon for a little bit so I'm not eating so much bacon because I will eat bacon every single day. I love it that much. But that's not what this lifestyle is about. This lifestyle is about using the fat as a fuel source versus the glucose. So that's where you want to make sure you're getting all of your fats in, your healthy fats, your avocados, your olive oil, your fishes, your omega-3s. And then you should be in moderation, add in cheese, add in bacon, add in butter. But you know, some people do it the opposite way. They pig out on butter and bacon. That's not the keto lifestyle. The keto lifestyle is eating enough fat where your body recognizes that as a fuel source as opposed to glucose. That's all that is. That's all it is. But you got to be smart about it. You can't just sit there and eat bacon. I mean, I know I make a lot of good foods, but I'm eating snacks through the day that, you know, have the healthy fats in there, and I incorporate salads into my life, and I have fish occasionally. That's one I have to get better on, but I like to take fish capsules, so get my fish oil. So I'll get my omega-3s by that way. Because I like fried fish. I like fried fish with tartar sauce and all of those good things, and it just tastes better when it's deep fried at a restaurant, but I haven't had that way. So I baked some Parmesan and crusted fish before, but that's about it. Let me see. Oh, you're in Michigan. Janie, you're in Michigan for a few more weeks? All right. Where are you at in Michigan right now? Hey, Pippa, how are you doing? Hi, Mom. I see you, Mom. Former Michigan girl. Nice to see you, Sally. So, yeah, you guys, the Atkins bars. Yeah, I see that. Hey, Lynn Campbell in the Atkins bar. Yes. Sharon, I buy the Atkins bars. So those are another thing. They taste delicious. Those Atkins bars. Every single one of them that I bought from Atkins tastes delicious. I got some right here in my candy. I got my sugar-free candy dish right here. So I've got some sugar-free Hershey's. I've got some sugar-free Atkins chocolate, peanut butter. These are absolutely amazing. I love these. I get in trouble with these because I won't eat anything else, and I'll be like, shit, I ate 6 of these. Which, you know, you want to have regular food. So these should be used in moderation. So any of these, too many of these, because they use the special sugar. I think the Hershey's might have allulose in it, if I'm not mistaken. And that can cause digestive upset if you eat too many. That can cause, some of those sugar replacements can cause your blood sugar to spike. So if you're wondering why all of a sudden you got a burst of energy, it could be the actual sugar replacement that you used is spiking your blood sugar. They can also stall you out. But in moderation to get you through, because we have our sweet tooth and we want the candy bars and we want all those good things, it's okay to have them in moderation. So some people don't dabble in that stuff, but you have to be realistic. We want some chocolate every now and then, you know, so don't get down on yourself. So if you find something that works, so you're not eating the real thing and ruining your lifestyle change, that's okay. Just don't eat 10 of them in the day, you know, eat 1 or 2 and then put it down, and then tomorrow's a new day. So if you wanted another one, but you just have to keep in mind, if you don't see things moving along, a lot of times these sugar replacements, these sugar-free chocolates and the low-carb tortillas, those can all stall you. So it's best to use those in moderation. It's best to not get to use them all of the time, but use them as a treat. Utilize them as a treat. So I use the low-carb tortillas, but I eat them maybe once or twice in a month. So I don't often have them every single day, or so every once in a while. When I first began, I was having a pizza roll-up every single day, and then I read up on it why that it can stall you out and it can hold things back. So I pulled back on making my pizza roll-ups every day. So yeah, you just have to be smart about everything, you know, just be smart about everything, and just know that this is a lifestyle change, and it's all about consistency. It's about learning about the lifestyle. It's about understanding what your body is going to do on this lifestyle. And what your body is going to do is it's going to utilize the fat that you intake as a fuel source so you can keep going throughout the day. So without your carbs, you know, you won't have no energy. So that's where the fat comes into play. So keep your fat levels nice and high, and then you'll have plenty of energy. Hey Adrian, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Yes, if you eat 10 of those Atkins candy bars, you will be hurting. You will be hurting. Trust me, these Reese peanut butter, little miniature Reese peanut butter cups right there, there's 9 of them come in a package. So that's for 3 of them, it's 1 carb. So if I ate all 9 of them, I'm only having 3 carbs. So 3 carbs for 9 of these suckers. But if I eat 9 of these suckers, my stomach starts bloating and moving and getting all bubbly. And so keep in mind, if you want to have 9 of them, which I have done plenty of times, that your stomach gets a little bloated and a little bubbly. So, and that's another thing to take note. When you're eating, take note of what your body is actually doing. So when you eat something and you have a bloated stomach because you ate something, write that down, because maybe that food doesn't necessarily agree with your body. Maybe your body can't process that specific food. So write it down. Like if I eat too many onions, I bloat. If I eat too many of these, I bloat, as everybody else does too. But I have to have them. I suffer through that bloat because I like these. At least it's not the real thing. Hey, Suzanne, how are you doing? You're welcome, Adrian. Yeah, so you guys, that's all it is. To learn what you're eating, be consistent, stick with it. don't get down on yourself because you went to the birthday party and had the chocolate cake. You know, you can always make some avocado chocolate pudding and take there, and then don't even tell them, and they'll probably love it. They'll probably love it. So, but don't get down on yourself for one day. So you had a cheat day. You know, that's okay. I don't do any of that cheating, but if you want to consider over-consuming on bacon, I guess you can call me a cheater because I over-consume on bacon and cheese all the time. But I'm just not eating the over-consuming on the carbs. So that's what you just have to be careful, you know. You're going to be on this world for a long time. So, you know, you want to just be able to ride the roller coaster nice and smoothly. So if you have a crash, the next day you get back on the roller coaster and you move on with your life. You know, it's not an easy thing. I know it's not. You know, been dealing with weight loss since I was 19 for a very, very long time. I'm not going to give away my age. Maybe some of you guys know my age. But I've been dealing with it for a long time. I know it's really hard. It's draining. It's straining. It's, you know, embarrassing. It lowers your self-esteem, you know, when you get on the roller coaster ride and, you know, it looks like you're taking up 2 seats. Same thing with the plane. I'm lower half. So when I was heavier, and I would sit on the airplane, like my hips and my legs would be going into the next seat. And that's embarrassing. That's very embarrassing. So the things that we go through on our weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, and you know, it seems that we're happiest when we're less weight. But why are we continuing to damage our bodies and plumping our bodies up with the wrong stuff? So it's about being consistent. And we know how to be consistent by eating the bad things. You just have to flip the switch and then replace some of those foods that you're eating. And that's all. That's it. So it shouldn't come hard to you. You should be loving what you're eating. If you don't like bacon, don't eat bacon. If you don't like pork rinds, don't eat pork rinds. You know, find other things. A lot of people say stay off the scale. Some people are anal about the scale. That is fine. I weighed myself in the beginning, once a week. And then after about 4 months, I went to once a month. So because I was just psychologically thinking that this is not working, like no way. But I lost something every single week. I stuck to the plan. I tracked my macros. I followed a specific caloric amount, a specific macro amount, and then I followed them. And I hit my numbers every single day. And every single week after week, I lost something. And yes, a lot of people say stay off the scale because this ketogenic lifestyle is about fat burning. So not only is your body a fat burner, it also attacks your fat also. But it's not going to attack the fat if it's got to go through a lot of protein. It's got to go through a lot of carbs. So your body has to get through all of those things first before it taps into those stored fat areas. So it's a process, but you lose inches. So you might not see your scale move, but I mean, you should always take your pictures in the beginning, like, because you lose inches. It just comes off. The inches will come off everywhere. And we're so fixated on the scale. I mean, you can go to the gym and start working out and gain some muscle, and you're going to gain some weight. So gaining weight isn't a bad thing when you're trying to build muscle. But sometimes that happens if you're adding that exercise in. So, I mean, if you're working out all the time and you're like, I'm not seeing a difference, take a picture. Because I like to weigh myself. So I weigh myself now once a month, and that is it. So I don't stress out about it. I just go about my day and eat my foods and don't worry about the scale. So, but some people like to weigh themselves. So if you need to weigh yourself, but if you're driving yourself crazy every single day, like, I'm still 145. And then the next day, like, oh my God, I'm still 145. Well, you didn't gain anything. So if you're not gaining anything, you know, consider it a win. You know, I think anytime that you don't gain a pound, because I don't know about you, but I've always had problems with my weight, and I could just look at a peanut butter cup and gain a pound. So getting on the scale every day, and if it doesn't move, I hear that often. I hear sometimes like I'm not losing anything. I've been doing this for 2 weeks and I haven't lost anything. But did you gain anything? You know, so that's what you have to look at. So if you can go 2 weeks out of your life without gaining a pound, isn't that a win? That is a win. So if you can go, you know, 2-3 months without gaining anything, isn't it better than actually being 15 pounds, 20 pounds overweight when you weigh yourself 3 months down the road because you were overeating on stuff? So you need to find that balance. Find that balance and start celebrating all of those non-scale victories. Take your pictures, do your measurements. Don't get fixated on the scale. I completely agree with that, but I like to know what my weight is, but you can't get discouraged about it. Don't get discouraged about it because it's just a number. It's just a number. So as long as that scale is not going up, then you know that everything, your body needs to adjust to this lifestyle. And maybe you need to adjust some things if you don't see things moving along. Every single person is different. Their metabolism's different. How they process carbs is different. Every single person is different. So, you know, what happens with my body in your body is going to be two completely different things. So sometimes you have to find the right combination of foods. And again, it's a learning process. I'm still learning. I'm almost 2 years into this lifestyle and I'm still learning. I'm still finding new recipes. I'm still finding new ways. I'm still trying to find a way without tracking all the time. But again, I can't be trusted around food because I like to eat bacon too much. So I continue to, you know, put my food in the tracking. So I don't do that all the time anymore, but I have to because I can't, it's too early yet. So I have a long time. I have a long time to go before I'm out of the water. You are so welcome, Veronica. Nice to see you. Hey, Stephanie, what's going on? You had a piece of bread, bacon, oh, you haven't had a piece of bread? I'm the same way. I buy the low carb breads, but I don't really use it. It goes bad before I use it. I really don't crave the breads. Again, I'm okay with ham slices, bacon, and, you know, I'm not promoting eating bacon all the time because that's how I talk, but I don't eat bacon like all day long. So, and if I do, again, I slap myself across the face and say, no more, you're done. And then the next time we're in the store and I'm like, I won't buy the bacon. I'm not buying the bacon because I can't be trusted around the bacon. So I'll do that. So a lot of times, so then I'll wait about 2 or 3 weeks until my next grocery haul and then I'll get the bacon. So if I'm going to use bacon in a recipe, I'll just pull the frozen out and then I'll fry it up and then I'll use it in the recipe. So it gets me in trouble. I have bad eating habits, but that's why I love this lifestyle because I can eat the way that I ate before and still maintain what I've lost. So that's huge. It's huge. This is the first time in my life that I have I've never gained weight. This is the first time in almost 2 years that I haven't gained any weight. So I've always gained weight. So this lifestyle, it definitely works. You just have to trust it. You have to love your foods. You have to love yourself. You have to be consistent. It really shouldn't seem hard to you. If it seems hard, then you need to figure out why is it hard for you? You know, what is bothering you that it's so hard, you know? So, but when you learn to love the foods that you eat and the delicious foods that you get, it'll come easy. Trust me, it will definitely come easy. And that's all I got for you guys. Hamburgers. Okay, you make a lot of hamburgers. Sometimes I eat the same way in the beginning. So it's okay to be repetitive on this for a little bit while you're figuring out. So if you know that you ate this, and this all through the week, and let's say you lost 2 pounds by eating that whole menu plan if you're a tracker. So I'm a tracker. So I know if I ate this day, I know I can eat that exact thing the next day and be okay until you start learning to incorporate things into your lifestyle. But yeah, that's all I got. So it's a process, you guys. It's a learning process. So trust the process. Don't freak out about it. And I hope you try this avocado, what's it called? It's called Avocado Don't Have Time Chocolate Pudding. That's what that was called. So next time I'll have to use something so I can mash up that and use coconut cream, and then I'll have to use something to mash up that avocado really good. Hey Chris, how are you doing? Nice to see you. But I'm getting off here now. So I got some, this is what I had for dinner. So this is what I had for dinner. I had some grilled steak. So I've been just cutting that up and eating it right off the platter right there. So I need to make a vegetable. So I haven't, this is really what my dinner is. So I didn't want to show you grilled steaks. That's what I'm having, grilled steaks. And then I'm going to make thaw out some broccoli and have some broccoli and butter or garlic sauce or something like that. Or maybe a little salad or something. But that's all I got for you tonight. So if you're just tuning in, you want that avocado don't have time chocolate pudding, I'll put the recipe up there because it's super duper easy. And then you guys can use a blender for it so you don't fail like I did. All right, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.